Okay, I only have 3 words for last night's episode of Game of Thrones. Shit went down. But not everyone was happy about it. The penultimate episode of the HBO fantasy series titled The Bells focused on the last war, aka Daenerys Targaryen taking down Queen Cersei and the Lannister army and claiming the Iron Throne. Now watch out because we have major spoilers ahead. The original plan was for Khaleesi's army that included the Dothraki and the Unsullied to march toward King's Landing and seize fire once they ring the bells and surrender. To everyone's surprise, it didn't take long for the Lannisters to drop their weapons and surrender. So it looked like they won the war and all was well. Except things got personal. In a shocking twist, Khaleesi decided that no, surrendering was not enough for her, climbed up on her dragon, and proceeded to burn the entire city down, civilians and all, Mad Queen style.
Let it be fear.
There was a lot of blood, there was even more fire, and the episode saw the end of some major characters, including Varys, Euron Greyjoy, and the Hound in the Mountain during their highly anticipated and epic Clegane Bowl. One of the more shocking deaths was Cersei and Jaime Lannister, who found their way back to each other amongst the rubble and tried to make a run out of King's Landing, only to realize that they're trapped in the tunnels. Viewers were probably expecting a more vengeful death for Cersei rather than the siblings holding each other as the tunnel collapses all around them, burying them in the Red Keep. But it was only fitting that the Lannister siblings came into this world together and left the world together. So with everything said and done, to say it was a pretty dramatic episode would be a severe understatement. But not everyone, and by everyone we mean social media, was thrilled about how it all went down. A lot of Game of Thrones viewers were not happy about Daenerys' sudden descent into madness, and a lot of people called it character assassination. Many blamed creators David Benioff and Dan Weiss for the character treatment of many of the series' powerful women, including the Dragon Queen, Cersei, and Sansa, among others. @SarahSoWitty tweeted, "Weird how a show with no female writers or directors didn't do justice to their female leads." @Sonia Soraya wrote, "If you go back right now and watch the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones, Dany turning insane makes no sense. She faced so much hardship and held her own." And Pony Wazik wrote, "On paper, the idea all these victories, battles you were hoping to see will turn out to be horrible and meaningless is fantastic, but it was missing the why did this happen, which is a pretty key element." The criticism for how the women in the show were written follows recent backlash for Season 8's 4th episode, The Last of the Starks, in which Missandei, one of the few persons of color on the series, was brutally beheaded and killed off the show. Alright, for more updates and insights on the episode, head to THR.com, and until next time, for the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Neha Joy.